Giving everybody out here in the forge. Just want to do a quick, easy tutorial on how to forge some tent stakes. Something that's a really good, easy beginner project. Something that is useful, and you can probably sell a fair amount of them if you wanted to take them to a flea market or something like that. Got the forge fired up. Got my material. This is just a piece of some round stock. Looks like maybe 3/8. Doesn't have to be real thick. Doesn't have to be real sturdy. This is just to hold a tent to the ground when you're out camping or whatever. You can do this with a ball peen hammer or a 3-pound hammer, 2-pound hammer. Does not require a whole lot of tooling. You can do it over the horn of an anvil. You can do it when it comes to forging the hook. This on the stake end. You can do this over the horn of the anvil, or you can do it with a bending jig. This is a minimal tooling job. Quick, simple. 20 minutes for each stake maybe. I'm going to try and show you guys a couple different ways to build this. I said you can do it with a little ball peen hammer, or you can go up to about a 3-pound hammer. It really doesn't matter. Once this metal gets up to heat, it will take very little time. Should be able to knock this out under 20 minutes. Start off by tapering. Forge a quick taper. Like I said, that's just quick and easy. There's your taper forged. I'm going to share this video with some friends, so if the live cuts out for a minute, I apologize. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. Now round everything back up. decide how long you want your steaks. I'm probably going to cut mine right about here. And you can do this with a ball peen hammer. You don't have to have a big heavy hammer. You know, a 4-pound hammer, 3-pound hammer, whatever size you're comfortable working with, that's what you use. I know I'm doing this live, but I'm going to leave the video up afterwards. I'm not going to get rid of it. This is my typical way of doing these videos anyways. I'm not going to change it. Go ahead and put this notch in here. Actually, I think that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and break this off now. I've already got most of my taper all ready to go for the next one. Now we need a set of tongs. Go ahead and straighten that up a little bit. This is as easy as it gets. Now you're just going to put a bend in it. You can do it over the board of the anvil. Like I said, you can do it in a bending jig. you've got an NC handle like mine, you can do it over the back here. It's just however's easiest for you. Go ahead and start it right here. Let that in, get a little more heat. This one will be done. We put in some oil to cool it off and get it ready to go. Another way you can finish that bend is take, set it on the anvil. There you go. That's 1/10 steak done. You can make these as pretty or as basic as you want. I just did a basic one just to show you how quick and easy we can do it. Now I'm going to do the next one with the ball peen hammer. Just to show you that even with a hammer this size, you can still do a lot of work. Already got the taper rounded and forged in. So now we got to come back up here. I'm going to come up about this high. I'm going to set the marks. So let's go ahead and do that now. You have a small Pritchell hole or Hardy hole like I do right here on my anvil back here on the back of the heel. You can also take that material, stick down in there, and just bend it over. Perfect. As you can see, it's already done. Now I just got to cut it off. You can do that with an angle grinder, cut off with a cutoff wheel, do it over the over a corner of the anvil. I'm going to cut this one with the angle grinder. I'll be right back. said, we got that now done. And if you're making these for a set, try and make them all the same. So if you've got that Pritchell hole back there you can use it. That way everything comes out as close to the same as possible. That's with a I've done a 3 pound, a 1 pound, I'm going to use a 4 pound next. This is just to show you how much quicker you can do this. If you've got a hammer you're comfortable using that's a little heavier, you can knock this out real quick. It's 20 minutes in, 17 minutes into this video, and I've already knocked out 2. Alright, here we go. Tape. Down, make a mark for where you want your next heat to be. For this one, we need some tongs now. As you can see, I forged and rounded off that taper ridiculously quick. It's easy. You guys can do this in no time at all. This hammer's a little on the heavy side. I don't use it very often, but I can use it for an hour if I need to. I'm not going to be happy about it. My elbow's going to be a little upset, but I can use it if necessary. Since I don't have much material left, I'm going to go ahead and separate it close to the middle. did, I already forged my taper in for the most part. Got it rounded off. Now we're going to put it back in the forge. We got enough heat there, more than enough, to go ahead, take this, stick it in the anvil, bend it over. Now you've got your last one made. There's your set of 4. You can quickly and easily now get these drove into the ground, and you're ready to go camping. You don't have to clean this up like I am. Again, this is, if you're just doing this for you, just a quick, simple, easy project, and you're done. We're sitting at 23 minutes, 24 minutes in, and we've got a set of 4 forged out, ready to go. All of these are ready now for you to go camping. I'm going to go ahead and get these cooled off in a bucket of water so I can show you. No, they're not the same. They're nowhere near the same. But if you're just doing this for you, that doesn't matter. Now, if you're making these for a customer, I would recommend that you take these and use some form of jig or a fast a setup to where you can very easily and quickly and efficiently do this, even faster than what I just did, to where all you have to do is lay everything out and get to work. The way I did it, it'll work. And you can see I can make a bunch of those. If I wanted to make 40 or 50 of those in a day, I could very easily do so and not lose much in the way of time. May not make a whole lot of money off these, maybe $5-10 a set. Do not, even though they're black, don't ever give into that temptation to say, oh well, they're not red hot anymore, so they must be cool enough to touch. I assure you that is a good way to end up in the emergency room explaining to a doctor that you're an idiot. Now, I showed several different techniques doing this, where you can forge over the horn of an anvil, forge the hook portion over the horn of an anvil, or use a hardy hole, Pritchell hole, use a bending jig. I didn't show you that, but you can make a bending jig like I have and do it that way. It's a perfectly good way to do it. You can forge them out over the horn of the anvil, like I said, and that's, a lot of guys prefer to do any kind of bending work over the horn of the anvil. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly good. It's a good way to learn how to use your tools quickly and efficiently. Now let me go ahead and, like I said, these are not at all the same. But for my purposes, they will work just fine. But here we have a set of 4 tent stake holders, or tent stakes, or hold downs, whatever you want to call them, ready to go for your next camping trip. And these are, like I said, very rough. But the point of the day was to show you that this is a beginner project that you can knock out on your own very quickly. Like I said, little forest of hooks, stakes, whatever you want to call them. And this will work great for, a lot of things really. You could use these as tent stakes. You could use them as, what do they call those? Little fabric gazebos, I guess that's still a form of a tent. You can use them for that. If you got a dog pen with a loose chain link you need to tie down, you can use them for that. That's probably what these are going to get used for. But they're nothing hard, nothing difficult to make. You can knock this out in a weekend, and you can knock out enough to where you never need to buy cheap Walmart tent stakes. Again, I can't talk today. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Just a quick video. Thought I would share, and hopefully you guys would enjoy.